Om Shanti. It would have been around July, August, monsoon time in Madhuban in 1966. This was my first visit to Abu, and Baba had called a gathering of the senior dadis and brothers, and I was sitting in the courtyard, and Baba called me and pulled me by the hand and took me upstairs, and I didn't really want to enter the room, which I knew was the gathering of the seniors with Baba, but Baba pulled me, and I then sat just on that doorstep, just on that edge, and Baba went and sat in the middle, and everybody was on the floor. This was the rooms above Nireb Bhai's office that had just been created a little while earlier. And the daddies were on one side and the brothers were on the other side. And after Drishti, Baba asked a question. What have all of you been talking about? Can somebody tell Baba the essence? And Didi asked a question. She said to Baba, on behalf of the group, that one of the things they'd discussed was, can Baba nominate a person to be the second Mama so that that person can again take charge and also travel around the centers? And it had been very good service when Mama had done this, and so what was to be the next step? And it was a year after Mama had passed away at that point. And Baba gave Drishti, and then for just a moment, it was as if Mama became present in the room in front of all of us. And then Baba said, well, there can never be another Mama, there cannot be a second Mama, but each one of you, and Baba pointed to the circle of the dadis, all the dadis were there, each one of you can travel to each other's centers and also serve in the way that Mama used to serve. And so here was a poignant moment from the past, but yes, it was there in which everybody could feel Mama's presence, but Baba very quickly came into the present moment. This is the next step of the drama, but also Baba could see the future, that it was these souls who were going to step up and play that role. So it wasn't going to be one individual who would be Mama. That role was fixed in the drama, assigned to Jagatamba Saraswati. But after that, it was going to be all the dadis would play that role. And so it was, I look back and I think it was a very beautiful moment in which Baba was able to step into the past for a moment, but also be in the present, but also talk about the future and explain what the next step in the scene of the drama was going to be. So the eternal truth that yes, one never knows when somebody is going to leave, and Brahma Baba certainly, yes, a lot of love, a lot of deep relationship and exchange between those two souls, Mama and Baba. And yet Mama left early. And Baba's understanding of that also, early departure meant that Brahma Baba then had space and time in which to be able to play the role of the senior mother. And so perfect drama, Baba very stable, understanding the deep significance of Mama's departure, and also then being able to play the role that drama had assigned him at that moment, not just the father, but also the great mother. Brahma Baba, from his own experience of having seen the scenes of transformation and beyond that, a better world, the new world coming. So for Baba, that was a moment that was very alive. And Baba would convey that urgency of that moment to others. And so Baba was always aware that it was the end of the period of the darkness and the beginning of the period of light. The sun had already appeared, the dawn had broken already, and so now it was time to prepare. And so Baba's focus was on each soul being able to keep its own light fully lit, so that they would personally be preparing for the future, but also they would be able to be the light that could show the path to many, many others, so that the process of transformation could move ahead quickly. For Baba, the future was just ahead. It wasn't decades to go or a long period of time, but it was just ahead. And so when Baba would see the image of Lakshmi and Narayan, Baba would point there and say, you see, this is the future. We're going to become the deities of the future. And then there's a lovely story of how Dadi Janki observed Brahma Baba alone in the history hall, and Baba was dancing on his toes. And Dadi happened to be going past, so she stopped and she saw Baba dancing. And Baba said, Baba's seeing his future role as the little Krishna. And so Baba's already dancing. And so for Baba, the future was very, very close by. Baba's practice of soul consciousness and always aware of drama. There's never a moment that Baba forgot that this is the drama and that the world is moving forward to a better place, a better world. And so Baba's relationship with time was one in which Baba appreciated every single moment. And so Baba would say, sweet drama, wonderful drama. Don't complain about my sweet daughter, at one point Baba said. And Dadi had looked puzzled. Which sweet daughter had she been complaining about? She hadn't. And then Baba said, never ever complain about my sweet daughter, time, drama. And so yes, Baba's relationship with time was of deep appreciation of the value and the beauty of each moment as the drama moves. Baba would say, emerge your deity sanskars now, so that the better world can come right now. Because when we're ready, then yes, the clock will move forward and we'll be able to journey home and the new world can begin. And so it's up to us to actually settle all the karma of the past and emerge only the highest and the purest aspects of the qualities of the deities, so that that deity life can be experienced very, very soon.